What's goody? It feels good to be back. How y'all doing, my people? How y'all doing? I know it's been a minute, and all I can say is life just has a nasty habit of getting its hands on you, you know? Unforeseen things, things that you can't even imagine come quick in this life to humble you and to try and break you down, but we still here, you know? We still here. Hey, man, I hope y'all been doing well. I hope y'all been learning and growing in faith, in humility, in righteousness, and more importantly, in knowledge and wisdom and in understanding. I hope y'all boys okay, man. We're going to do something a little different today. We're not looking at scientific facts. We're not looking at articles. We're not looking at records per se. I want to talk to you guys about the power of the tongue. The power that the Most High has allowed us, or better to say, to use our tongue and to use our lips to bring life into this world, you know? And I hate using the word manifest like all these like all these celebrities, aka witches, like to do. Oh, I manifested this. Oh, I can manifest this. I'm a god, this, that. But I can't find a better word but to use it. So I'm gonna just use it. The Most High has given us the power of the tongue, and we can use it to manifest. What can we manifest with that? We can manifest good things. We can manifest great things. We can manifest life changing scenarios, life changing events. Unfortunately, we can also use that tongue to sow evil into this world, you know? We can also use that tongue to talk people down or to wish harm unto others. And that's a bit of what I want to talk to you about today. And I brought nothing but scripture to back that up. And I'm sure these scriptures, along with real life events, you guys could relate, you know? I'm sure you guys have had experiences where, you say something and then that thing actually comes to be. So we're just going to hop into it. And yeah, man, let's do it. All right. So the first quote I'd like to bring up to start off this discussion is Psalms 34, my bad. Psalms 34, verse 21. And that verse says, "The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit." The tongue has the power of life and death. The tongue has the power to heal, to bring healing onto others, to uplift moods, to bring smile upon people's faces. The tongue has the power to create. The tongue has the power to move forward. The tongue has the power to love. But as well, the tongue has the power of death. The tongue has the power to lie. The tongue has the power to gossip against your brother. The tongue has the power to bear false witness. But now, what the Most High wants is for us to choose love and to move forward with love and to choose the power of life over the power of death. And those who love it will eat its fruit. Those who know this, those who are able to perceive the tongue's ability to bring life, they will love it. They will do just that and eat its fruit. They will continue to produce life. They will continue to uplift their brother. They will continue to uplift their families and their neighbors, and they will continue to bring words of peace and healing through the Most High onto others, to build them up. Second verse, which is Proverbs 16, verse 24, it says, "Pleasant words are as a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and health to the bones." Now, this is piggybacking on what I just said about about the tongue's power to bring life. Pleasant words, words of sweetness, words of kindness, words of affirmations to thy brother, to thy sister, to thy family, to thy neighbor. or even onto a stranger, man. You have the power to change someone's day. You have the power to uplift someone's mood and to get them on a higher vibration. You know, there's a lot of negativity in this world. There's a lot of people who are sorrowful or depressed or just angry in life, you know? And a lot of that is because nobody has told them good words. Nobody has told them words of kindness. Nobody has said, "Hey, you look good today," or "Hey, I like that new thing that you're doing or trying out. Hey, you look like you've lost weight. Hey, are you hitting the gym? Hey, you're working hard. I see that." You know, that is the power of the tongue. That is the power to strengthen the heart. You know, that is the power to strengthen the heart. And it's that easy. It's the little things. You don't gotta you don't gotta, recite a whole paragraph of something and then summon a greater energy from another world. You just gotta wish someone well, you know? Tell somebody that you love them. Check up on somebody, you know? That does a whole lot. That does a whole lot. And now something even, well, not more important, but something almost just as important, especially for men that could be going through a hard time in life or not, that could be deeply wanting to better themselves in some sort of aspect, whether fighting addiction, whether fighting insecurities, whether fighting darkness in their hearts, whether fighting anger or frustration. I want to talk to you guys about self affirmations. You know, the ability to talk yourself up. You know, the same way that you can talk someone else up, you can talk yourself up too. But I do have to warn you, you you absolutely must speak with integrity. You must speak with will. You must speak with intent. You know, if you're going to talk yourself up, say it like you mean it. You know, for example, I I'm I'm a soccer player. I love playing soccer, you know. And before some games, I talk myself up. I tell myself I will not play with insecurity. I will not play with self doubt. I will not play with a lack of confidence because sometimes I have confidence issues going into a game. And I can attest to you, I can tell you this myself. When I talk myself up, I always play better compared to a game where I don't talk myself up, you know? I will tell myself that, hey, I'm not going to play with confidence. I mean, I'm not going to play with insecurity today. I will not doubt myself today. I will not lose the ball today. I will score a goal today. And I do score a goal, you know, because I talk myself up, you know, because the Most High is listening and He hears you. He hears your will. He hears the intent in your heart. And so He grants it. You know, I'm not sure where it says, but in the scriptures it says that ask and you shall receive. You know, it is the power of the tongue. So if you're having any sort of battle in life, if you're facing demons, if you're facing trial and tribulation, if you're facing enemies at work, you talk yourself up. You tell yourself, I am strong, I am bold. I will not be overcome by my enemies. I will not be overcome by demons. I will not fear um, my enemies. I will not fear darkness, you know? And you will feel the energy shift, whether it be in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit, or in your soul. You will move lighter. You will move with that weight of anxiety and fear off your heart and off your shoulders. You know, talk yourself up, man. You want to start a business, talk it, speak it. You're about to face an enemy, speak yourself up. Say that I will move with strength, I will move with boldness. There will not be a single ounce of insecurity within my heart. I will I will fight, I will dominate, I will conquer, I will overcome. You tell your demons that and they will leave you alone. I promise. But you got to say it like you mean it, though. You got to say it like you mean it. Facts. All right. Next verse I want to bring up is is Proverbs. The next verse I want to bring up is Proverbs 15, verse 4. And that says, the soothing tongue is a tree of life. The soothing tongue is a tree of life. Now, I was just reading the book of Revelations today, and it mentioned the tree of life, and that occurring after the fall of this society. And the tree of life, of course, being the source that is the Most High, and his truth and his teachings, his righteousness, his fear, his wisdom, and his knowledge. And the the verse spoke about that tree bearing 12 fruits, and those 12 fruits being the 12 tribes of Israel. So the 12 tribes of Israel being the custodians, or being the middlemen between the Most High and the nations of the earth. And what that means is that they will speak life, they will speak edu- knowledge, wisdom, understanding. They will speak the word of the Most High onto the nations. You know, they want to find God, they got to go through Israel first. And so the soothing tongue is a tree of life. The soothing tongue can educate. The soothing tongue can bring knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, as long as it is God fearing, Most High fearing. And on the other hand, on that spectrum, it is a on the other hand of that spectrum, a perverse tongue crushes the spirit. You know, any of us have faced bullies or trolls or haters, you know, whether it be on social media, whether it be during a game, you know, trash talkers, hecklers. Um, Unfortunately, some of us have parents that, you know, speak and break our spirits. It could be toxic friends. It could be the woman of your life, man, who can speak, you know, folly into your life and break your spirit or your heart, you know? And that's what this verse is talking about. You know, a perverse tongue crushes the spirit. Just so, as much as you can bring healing and life into somebody, you could use words to break someone's spirit as well. You know, you can use words to build somebody's insecurity, you know, to make them believe that they are worth less than anything in this life. You know, unfortunately, that is true, you know? So try do your part and speak life, man. Choose good. Choose truth. Choose mercy, you know? Be who the Most High wants you to be. More scripture to elaborate what I'm talking about. Proverbs 12, verse 18. The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. And like I said, man, words can hurt. Words can hurt. Words can pierce. Harsh words can pierce the mind. Harsh words can pierce the spirit. Harsh words can bring someone to tears. Harsh words can chase someone away. Harsh words could drive somebody to suicide, you know? And that's why we got to be responsible with what we say and what we speak, you know? Not just to keep ourselves from hurting people, but also to keep ourselves from hurting ourselves, our souls, you know, especially in judgment, because everything that we say, every single word that comes out of our lips is recorded by the Most High and His angels. You know, that one day you will be set before Him. So explain yourself when it's your day of judgment, you know, after we pass and move on to the next life. So think about that the next time you say, hey girl, shake that ass for me. Or the next time you call someone uh, the B word, you know, or the next time you want to say something perverse. You know, it's funny because I was just in a bus yesterday full of these kids. They must have been like 12, 13, maybe 14 years old, and they said some of the most foulest things that I had ever heard in my life, man. These kids were rowdy, man. No way their parents were teaching them anything. They were cursing at each other, like calling each other B words, cursing at each other's parents, cursing each other's parents, saying, F your father, F your mother, you know. Really loud too, like mad loud. And it was a shameful thing to hear, you know? It was a shameful thing to experience. And to be honest, I don't know if I was supposed to talk to them to try and correct them, or I was just supposed to ignore them and go about my day. Because that could have been a test. The Most High tests us in any ways. But I digress, man. I digress. I just want to warn you guys against using your tongue to sow wickedness and to sow evil and to sow misfortune onto others. Exactly as a witch would do. Casting a curse, casting a spell through the power of her tongue. Through the power of words to wish evil or to wish misfortune or to wish bad energy or quote unquote bad luck onto somebody. You know, we got to keep from that. We got to refrain from that. Proverbs 21, verse 23 says, "Those who guard their mouths and their tongues keep themselves from calamity." So keep a good mind. Keep a mind to watch what you say. Keep a good mind to watch what your heart wants you to say, especially in times where you speak out of impulse. Especially in times when we are under stress and angry and frustrated. We still got to watch our words and make sure that we don't slip up and say the wrong things, especially curse words, man. We got to refrain from cursing. All right. Psalms 34. Psalms 34. Whoever of you loves life and desires to see many good days, keep your tongue from evil and your lips from telling lies. Turn from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. And by desire to see many good days, that's the Most High, man. That's the Most High rewarding you and giving you what's yours for keeping his statutes, for using your words for good, using your lips for good and not speaking evil, not speaking jealousy, not speaking envy, not devising or planning evil against somebody, especially with thy tongue, you know, and or telling lies, you know. So yeah, man, turn from evil and do good, seek peace and pursue it. I just want to read the last part of this one, starting from verse 9. With the tongue we praise our Lord and Father, and with it we curse human beings who have been made in God's likeness. Out of the same mouth come praise and cursing. My brothers and sisters, that should not be. Can both fresh water and salt water flow from the same spring? My brothers and sisters, can a fig tree bear olives or a grapevine bear figs? Neither can a salt spring produce fresh water. Now, I feel like that verse is self-explanatory. I just wanted to share it because these are beautiful words, words that just touch the heart, and understanding, which in turns bring wisdom. So, like the verse says, man, consistency. Consistency. You can't choose both sides. You can't be of the devil and of the Most High at the same time. It's got to be one, you know. If you're going to choose good, choose to be good. Speak good unto others. Speak good unto thy brothers. Speak good unto the poor. Speak good unto thy sisters. Speak good unto thy parents. Speak good unto neighbors. Speak good unto strangers. You know? And I know this life is hard. This life is tough. Many a times I want to curse human beings. I just want to tell a nigga F you, you know? But thankfully I know better. Thankfully I know better. And I'm not gonna lie, this isn't 100% of the times. In my frustrations, I do curse. I don't curse at people though. Not anymore. I don't curse at people, thankfully, but I do curse. I just yell out the F word or something like that. Or like, especially when I miss a shot or when something that happens in the day doesn't work out. But that doesn't make it okay. And I still gotta strive to be better. I still gotta strive to do better. I still gotta strive curse that much less tomorrow than I did today. You know, this is all about self-improvement. This is all about taking increments and steps towards being better. You know, we should always strive to be better tomorrow than who we are today. Or is it we should always strive to be better today than who we were yesterday? And that doesn't have to mean that you got to do a 180 degrees and change your life completely. 2 degrees changes too. You don't have to change your life 100%. Even if it's just 5%, that's progress. And then the next day you do another five, that's progress. The next day you do another five, that's progress. You know, that way you're actually doing better than yesterday. So to close this off, brothers, I want to end with this: words of sobriety, words of heed, words that I wish for you guys to remember. And this is Matthew 12, verse 33. Make a tree good and its fruit will be good, or make a tree bad and its fruit will be bad. For a tree is recognized by its fruit. That's you as a man. And the fruit are the words that come out of your mouth. You will be recognized by the words that come out of your mouth. You brood of vipers, how can you who are evil say anything good? For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. A good man brings good things out of the good stored up in him, and an evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up in him. But I tell you that everyone will have to give account of the day of judgment for every empty word they have spoken. For by your words you will be acquitted, and by your words you will be condemned. So, brothers, speak with wisdom, speak with awareness, speak with wakefulness. Be cautious of the words that come out of your mouth. Use your words, use your heart for good, to build, to heal, to change someone's life for the better. You see a person down, sad, say something to uplift their spirits. No more gossip, no more talking behind somebody's back, no more cursing at people, no more trying to start fights, unnecessary fights with people. Let's try and move and do better. Thank you guys for listening to me another day, and I'll be coming up with more videos soon, man. I'm gone.